Welcome back to Grow Joyfully. I could be wrong, but it smells different outside this morning. It's only July 15th, but it smelled just a tiny bit different this morning, like a hint of fall in the air. Oh heavens. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to work in the main garden this morning. I have a lot of weeding and watering and some fertilizing to do. So I just need to go around and check everything and see how they're doing. I decided to plant another cabbage here. So I planted one of my pathetic little cabbage seedlings. I'm going to let it get settled in, and then I'm going to fertilize it really well. See how it does. The butterball potatoes look even more bedraggled than they did. I'm going to give them another week or two, and then I'm just going to dump them out to see if anything grew at all. And then I'll plant something else in this planter. So I'll be able to use the soil over again. Looks like there's a lot of blackberries to pick. The borage is looking very beautiful. I'm going to start gathering some of the leaves. I need to read up and see if it's the flowers or the leaves or all of the above that you use in herbal preparations. Also, the strawberries are looking pretty good. Some of them are a little peaked, so I think it needs to be fertilized again. This cabbage is looking very beautiful, although I can tell that the white cabbage moth has been at it. But inside, doesn't look too bad. It's time to pick some more blackberries. That's a plump one. This is a triple one, and it looks like Minnie Mouse with a bow in her hair. Cute, huh? Blackberries are such a fascinating thing. The way that God designed them to have all these different little seeds with beautiful juice around them. And I know there's so many vitamins and minerals and wonderful things in them. This one looks like a heart. That is a nice blackberry harvest. I'm going to take it in, get them all rinsed off, cleaned off, dry them, and put them in baggies and freeze them. I think this would cost at least $12 to $18 in the store. My wonderful son got all these lawns cut again and weed-eated, and things are just looking pretty sharp, and I really appreciate that. It makes it much more inviting to go in and work on a garden, work on a bed, work on an area when things look very nice and tidy. Lucy's holding her ball in her mouth, biting the spray here. And then she's going over there to that part of the fence where the sprinkler is. Oh, it's not there yet, she says. But I do have my ball in my mouth. And then she's got to go over there for that part of the fence. Is it going to hit over there, Luce? And now she's over there getting the sprinkler over there, and then she tears back here. That's why I don't leave it on too long, because I don't want her to wear herself out or drown herself. So yes, it's a really fine line we have to tread here with the sprinklers and Lucy and her ball. So important. These things are just so important. Silly Billy. At this point, there's not a ton to do in here except to keep it weed-eated in the paths, keep an eye on the plants, whether they're watered enough, see if anything's looking like it needs some fertilizer, things like that. It kind of makes it a little easier in a way, because there's not a lot of turning the soil, preparing the beds, all these different things. So right now, not a lot to do. There's not a lot that is growing, so I don't have a bunch of harvesting to do or canning. But believe me, it'll heat up. It'll heat up very soon. it looks like the Clancy potato is going to get blooms. I'm extremely excited about that. I hope you've been following its progress, because I started these from seeds, and I don't mean potato seed as in the potato grew eyes, you put it in the ground. These were teeny tiny pelleted seeds that I planted in some potting soil and nursed them along, and then there were 4 plants that lived, and I've got them out here. So this is the one that's that I planted out the soonest, and it's doing the best. So I'm very excited about it. It's looking very strong and very healthy. I love how the raised beds are looking right now. All nice and full and tidy. For the most part, tidy. That untidy creation right there is the coriander seed that I'm waiting for. And it is the after product of cilantro. So cilantro grows, then it goes to seed and bulb. And this is what happens afterwards when it goes to seed. And then you can save the seeds for coriander, for pickling, or whatever else you want to use it for. I have a bunch of pots here. And so as I empty out the old tomato plants, this is the compost piles. Then I'm filling these pots up with soil. I'm fertilizing them and amending them, putting water in it, and that's how I'm going to try to grow out whatever plants that I can fit in these pots and however much soil that I have left. I think it's really worth a try, so we'll have to see how it turns out. Well, it's really sad to see my shelves bare, but this time of year comes, whether we want it to or not. I am trying to organize things and put all the soil that have come from the dead and dying plants in these big containers, and then I'll put what plants I really want to keep in there. I'm going to try to keep a few of these alive, and I still have a whole bunch more to go. But this is a good start today. I'm just going to try to look at it positively. I think what I'll do is possibly stick some dirt in maybe the gallon-sized pots, and then just plant maybe some pretty flowers. Or I could plant some crops that don't take very long, like some more radishes and lettuce and spinach, and see how well they grow in here. Try to keep it confined to maybe one shelf so it's not so difficult to water. But that way I'll still have greenery in here and a nice place to come in and sit. But there's a lot of work ahead of me. I think I'll stop the video here because I have a lot to do today, as I'm sure all of you do. I'm going to go see my friend and take her some things, and then I'm going to go see some cute grandkids. So I think I better get on with my day. I'll put these in the dirt. The habaneras, can't throw those away. And see if they'll grow in a pot. And then I'm going to go in and get cleaned up and head off for the day. So I hope you guys are having a lovely day. This really awkward phase is hard for me. It's messy. It's kind of sad. But I'm just going to keep pushing ahead. And I hope you guys keep pushing ahead in your garden, even with your failures, your disasters, and your difficulties. I just want to cheer each and every one of you along. Don't give up, whether it's pests or just plants that are not happy in the heat and the stress or the late summer. It's not even late summer yet. It's the early part of the late summer. So you all have a wonderful day, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by.